It is great to have you back here at Coin Lady channel. Dear everyone, hey everyone, get this. The most monumental week of our lives is upon us. A new week will begin in just a few hours, and I want you all to know how crucial this one is. Am I correct? The reason behind this is because we need to keep an eye on some major happenings within the conventional financial system. Am I correct? The reason being that stratify effects influence cryptocurrency defying men. Now listen up, since this week has some major happenings. On Wednesday, we will get the Consumer Price Index, CPI, for May, and on the same day, the federal interest rate decision will be announced. So this is just massive, isn't it? If we're going to be positive, neutral, or pessimistic, this will dictate what occurs until the next meeting, namely the next CPI, folks. Regardless of the cost, including the loss of friends and allies and the manipulation of economic data, I hope they succeed. That is what they do. The markets are trending upwards, so take heart, everyone. I see. Regarding the inflation statistics that is scheduled to be released on Wednesday, are we all on the same page? Then in 3 days at the most. Have a celebration if the outcome is less than expected. I see. If inflation were to decline, that would be all. Greetings, all. Should that occur with great force, the blow-off top I've been anticipating for the entirety of my life is now here. I see. Assuming the anticipated neutrality, it's still, unfortunately, I'm still, because of the interest rate, I think we will still be bullish. I see. If it comes in higher than expected, though, pessimistic sentiment will likely prevail. Still, I'm rather certain that today is going to be a generally optimistic market. Plus, in the future, during the next few hours, they will be discussing the future of interest rates, and whether or not the Federal Reserve will hike, or maintain current levels. Refraining from that's cutting. Yes, between July and September, most people think that keeping rates stable is the best course of action. My point is, though, I have a feeling they're going to lower rates shortly, will they not? The information that is pouring in, folks, is going to catch everyone off guard this summer. However, if rates remain unchanged, the markets will remain bullish till the guys. So we need to keep an eye on that. So, picture this. They appear out of nowhere, and CPI results are lower than expected. Imagine that, and they cut the mails. Am I correct? That settles that. The parabolic run is going to take place, of course. Get ready, because there's going to be a lot of volatility. Now, aren't most economists predicting that the Federal Reserve will start lowering interest rates in September? Would that be possible? Most likely, males, aren't they? For the simple reason that once the economy goes to S, they begin to cut corners, correct? However, the mark is likely to peak 2 months after they cut men. What does that mean for the cryptocurrency markets? Alright, let's get ready. Take a look at this. I can't get any sleep, because I'm so confident. It's because, as you can see, this is absolutely absurd. And I have a feeling that the whales will be taking the lead in this coming week due to all the external events involving Bitcoin, Whale X, that open enormous long positions at 69k. Says 730 Bitcoin, right? Guys, have a look at this emerald candle. By the way, I'm assuming that they opened all of the longs. Therefore, that price hasn't accomplished much at this point. Look what happened to the price of Bitcoin when these insiders were logging it a few years ago. It was $30,000. A massive green candle forms at 30k, 30k, 30k in the Bitcoin price. See what has transpired every time, you yearning men. This time around, at 30,000, or before. After that, there was a surge to 74,000. I see. Are we going to repeat this process again? I am uncertain. You guys, things are looking great. Wow, that's really absurd. XRP essentially wiped out my 49x long guys, which I had held onto. I patiently waited for it for several weeks. While I could have cashed out, I'm holding out for this to go higher, so I choose not to. Am I correct? I can't believe it. I don't think it's worth a glass, so I'm probably not going to. Am I correct? Because if XRP doesn't go, I'll be up all night. Greater than the value you supplied. Am I correct? A lack of liquidity results. At this point, I simply do not believe it is worthwhile. Especially for those of us who are highly leveraged, there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market. It's crazy how they pulled everyone in, and now they're going to pump the price. The spot Bitcoin ETF is trading at 25,000 Bitcoin this week, while my production is only 2,200 Bitcoin. Everyone seems to be buying Bitcoin, even this Mexican billionaire. Why? I don't know, but I have a feeling that this next move is coming. I'm going to cry, because I've waited for this moment for so long. I'm going to take profits, probably because Ethereum ETFs are coming soon. This chart is really mind-boggling. It's all about Bitcoin, and the movie is just 24 hours old. Recall that my thesis states that Bitcoin is a compute energy index, and that the same vector is heading in that direction. Is this orange line all right, Nvidia? Parabolically rising within this parabola, Nvidia and Bitcoin were connected until very recently, when the race took place. It's the same old story, but Bitcoin is currently experiencing some delays. Why isn't it just reaching out to you guys? What if all it takes is a small infusion of capital to propel Bitcoin forward, just to go in that direction? What would the cost be for that? Does this equal 74,000 Bitcoin? Can you describe it? 100,000 kilobytes. Just under $100,000, guys, or even $90,000. Quite intriguing. Since the stock market tends to rise first, it appears like the next leg up is on the horizon, right? Subsequently, Bitcoin. Take a look at this. That was hot in the 70s, dudes, and 80s Bitcoin must rise in price. I'm praying, I've never prayed this hard in my life, that Bitcoin will rise in value, because that would be good news for XRP, Ethereum, and all the other cryptocurrencies. I'm prepared, because I know that if Bitcoin rises in value, money will pour into it from other stocks, videos, and gold, which will boost Bitcoin's value. Both of these individuals are short Bitcoin. It's remarkably comparable. The gold price did something very similar in the 1970s. Take a look at the parabola. This very same thing is occurring with Bitcoin at this very now, isn't it? This means that the blow-off top will occur, and when it happens, Bitcoin will be worth 200,000. Can you believe it? That's how soon Bitcoin might reach 200,000. The video ends there. Support my channel with a like and a subscription. Coming up shortly, farewell.